make an announcement just as a reminder for students of the beach cleanup for Saturday for the civics, well, for civics and history kids and anybody that wants to come. I've had about 10 RSVP, which I'm shocked whether they'll show up or not.
Kim, when is the beach cleanup? When is your beach cleanup?
It's Saturday, the 19th.
Do you have something you can send me and then I can add it to this presentation? That would be awesome. And I'll put it right in the same thing. We'll have the bowling and we'll have the beach cleanup, and I'll add slides for that right in the beginning and the end of this presentation. Great. Thanks, Kim.
Okay.
Any other announcements that we want to put on here? Nothing? All right. Okay, so what we'll do tomorrow, Lachelle, you're going to be in charge of the whole presentation. That means the rest of us will need somebody that's going to do attendance. Lachelle, are you talking? Oh, okay.
Yep.
We're going to need somebody that's going to do attendance. Either Kim or Janice. Does anybody there want to do attendance?
I'm happy to do it. Janice had said before she would, but I don't care. I'm glad to do it.
Okay. All right, Kim, you're going to be attendance. Okay, then we have, Janice, you're speaking. Let me see.
I was just going to say, since I'm so new, I was comfortable with that, but as long as whatever Kim was doing is something I'm equipped to do, I'm happy to do it. I just have my list ready to go for tomorrow for attendance. So I'm fine to change, but I can't remember what Kim was assigned when we were first assigning things.
You know, Janice, as it's your first time going through, it's not a problem for you to actually just see the whole thing happening. And, you know, if we're in the main rooms, then a lot of times we're just kind of viewing it and taking attendance. And then I'm trying to think, is there any other jobs if we're all in the same room? Lachelle, do you know any other jobs that go along with that?
No, who's going to do like if I'm doing the presentation, moving the slides, like the polling features, do you want me to do that too? Or is somebody else going to do that? We'll all have
thanks. Lachelle, what I'll do is while you're doing the presentation, I'll move around the polling features because we'll be changing it from the X's and the check marks to the polling features. So while you're reading it, I'll be there to do that kind of stuff for you. So it'll just be quicker. Is that okay with you? Okay, that's great then. And I'm not sure how many times we'll be doing that. We're gonna, and then we'll also be doing a blind vote. And so, I don't know, Janice, would you feel comfortable just being, I'm not sure, a spectator for the first one? So you can be able to run one of the next ones coming up.
I am absolutely comfortable with that. I just, to learn, first I can observe, obviously, but in that I've attended other meetings, for instance, with Fresh Batch and our team meetings, I see what happens, but it's a whole different ballgame to understand how to do it. So at some point, I'm hoping to learn how to be a moderator, not this time around, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if anyone's willing to stick around. I know, Kim, that you're still trying to navigate around this as well. So just wondering where to find help to do that.
Well, you're going to see when we go through this presentation is teaching the kids how to use Blackboard Collaborate. And so, I mean, I even saw some stuff in there and I said, hey, I didn't know that. So this might be good for all of us to go through this presentation. I'm thinking that we're going to have problems with the logging in of kids. And so if Lachelle is in the main room, we'll open up a second room for tech support. And then from there, maybe the other three of us will be working tech support. We don't know how bad that's going to be the first time going in, and I'm anticipating it to be troublesome. So, you know, because it can help one kid at a time. Yes, Kim, I like you raising your hand.
You still want me to see if Kim is available tomorrow to help us have him come in at like 9:30? Sure. And see if he can help troubleshoot. And then I would like to pick his brain about what he does, you know, to troubleshoot. So, because we're always going to have technical difficulties, and I have no clue what he did last year to fix
It's a good question. There is actually a troubleshooting slides that we have. And so when we go in there, we're going to be looking at it. The kids should all be on laptops, and so when they get on there, basically it's just like when we did it for the first time, and we have to just see, are they opening the window, for instance, on the bottom. And we also need the helpline for FLVS as well, just in case.
Do we have a slide on that?
I think we do. I believe it's within the help slides.
Okay.
Okay. So, Lachelle, you want to take the role?
Oh my goodness.
I'm here.
Are you there? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Now this is a question too. We normally log in before. This is at 10 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
So we need to be in here by 9. I'm going to be in at 9, loading up the slides and making sure everything is there.
9:30 or by 9?
Some of the kids come in early.
So maybe we should do. Okay. So maybe we should do something like an interactive thing on the first slide instead of, or I don't know. I normally, when I did the presentations, I would put something in, like if we could find like maybe a bowling challenge or like a question.
Well, I think Sue had this because the first thing the kids are going to do is they're not going to do their audio setup. And I think that's the idea is get the thing ready so that you can hear, because if we have them starting that at 10 to 9, we might have a big bombshell of kids not knowing how to work it. That's what I'm thinking. That's probably why she did this.
Yeah, if we come in at 9 o'clock, maybe something there, and then change it maybe around 9:15 or so. But don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Okay, so I'll just review this slide with the kids and every kid that comes in, of course, I'll have to be here early. I'll have to greet them and just make sure that they have a working headset, a microphone, and then I'll scroll over here and show them the tools, and then I'll have them do. Can you guys see me moving around on the screen?
I do not see you moving around on the screen.
You do not see me. Okay. Do we all have the privileges?
We should. Actually, you have moderator. Kim does not have moderator next to her. Did you just do that? Somebody is sharing?
I did on accident. I was going to try to share, but then I realized that that's not the right button to press. I will not do that. I'll make sure not to do that. But I hit cancel, and it should come back. But it's just, oh man, I'm sorry.
I just tried to stop your application sharing, but here, I'm bringing us back to the whiteboard. The way I did that was when I know if Lachelle does that, she may not see those. There's 3 things that are above the screen. One looks like a whiteboard with a red squiggly line. The other is 2 squares that are kind of, one is overlapping the other, and then the third looks like a square with a globe on it. If one of us gets into that situation, those icons do disappear, but it doesn't disappear for the rest of us. And that's where what I did was I just pressed the whiteboard with the first icon with the red scribbly. And it took it back. The other thing you can do is you go up to Tools and go to Application Sharing, and it'll say Stop Sharing.
Okay. All right. So I will just basically introduce myself and let the kids know that I'm welcoming them to the presentation today. And then I'll review and work in the headset requirements, and I'll have them focus on the tools, the audio, practice the audio setup. Then I will do a sound check. Just depends on how many students come in. I can kind of do it one by one, like how we used to do last year. If I see, Shirley come in, I'll say, hey, good morning, Shirley. Can you hear me? If you can, just say hello. And then I'll move on to the next one. And that was the second slide.
Yeah, all of these things, for some reason, if you notice, it's going to go through how to talk and everything. So the first several slides are all how to get yourself on there.
Okay. So I'll do that.
Do you want to review the slides like in order altogether really quick? We'll just go through them really fast and you can read them really fast so we know what.
Right. So these are the only 2. Are we not going to have any slides that's going to help them show, or am I going to just do this manually where I show them the little tools here on the side?
Yeah, it shows you all the slides have the tools on them and everything. So the whole presentation has it all if we go through it. You want to go through it? Like, we could go through it in lightning
let's
speed.
go through it.
Let's go through it in lightning speed, and then we'll be done with it.
All right, girls. Look at this cute little guy here. Karen, I don't know where you got that from, but that is hilarious. I'm happy I'm getting a preview now, because if I saw that yesterday, I'd be laughing. Okay, boys and girls, the goal today is to learn the basics of the tools and create rules to govern use of the tools and interaction during meetings. And I'll say, since we have this every month, this is what we are required to do. It is mandatory that you attend. And then I'll say all classrooms have rules for how to behave. It's no different in a virtual classroom. It's even more important now that we have an academic focus. I'll move on. Look at those dogs. Quick rule. We're going to work on a set of session rules together. You currently have your chat turned on. All chat, even private chats, are monitored by instructors. Once an instructor starts talking in any session, chat should be directed only at the moderators and should be on the topic being discussed by the teacher leading instruction. Teachers will turn off the tools to any student that's using them in a distracting manner. All right, and then we're going to go to the virtual tools room here to see what's going on. If you can't hear or someone can't hear you, click on the tool. Then click the audio wizard. The audio wizard will help you set your voice levels to optimum tone so people can hear you during the presentation. So everybody, you want me to tell them to practice doing that now? Like say everybody go to your tools, or you want me to have them do that during this presentation?
You can if you want. Hey, I want to mention something because you're cracking in and out. If Lachelle, a lot. So if Lachelle's voice goes, either Kim or Janice is going to be jumping in on this. Who wants to jump in on this and read this if Lachelle's connection fails? Okay.
I do.
All right, Kim. So if Lachelle loses connection and it's just we cannot hear her and it gets really bad, then you're going to step in.
Okay. Lachelle, do you have on headphones, your headset?
Yeah, I'm on my headset. Is it just the cold in my voice, or is it just like
no? It was connection. It was a connection issue.
Wow. And if that happens, ladies, but no, I am.
Yeah, you're having a connection problem right now, Lachelle.
Really?
Yeah.
Is mine clear? Does mine
you
sound clear,
Janice?
So do you, Karen. Kim, can you say something?
What would you like me to say?
Sounds great.
Now, you to me are more like, yours is more like Lachelle's. It's a little muffled. Are you on your headphones as well?
Yes, I am. I'm on it.
How about now? I changed.
Yeah,
can you
you're
hear me?
fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, I changed my cord to another piece on the side. That's a good point, Karen, because I will have no idea, and I'll just be talking.
No problem. You know what? Also, keep your cell phones nearby because we can always text if something is not, like we have the three things on the bottom for notes, but a lot of times, for instance, if I'm in the main room and then I see one with Janice over there, but I don't see Janice's chat unless I go over to it. So we need to go ahead and all stay in the moderator room when we chat to each other. Okay, so that'll be something for tomorrow. We have the main room where the kids can chat, and then the moderator room when the kids cannot see those chats in there. Okay, but we do also need to see the main room at the same time because just in case they're chatting inappropriately. Okay. All right. Keep going, Lachelle. We can get through this.
Can you explain that? Can you explain that one more time? I see that under moderator, Lachelle wrote, "Hey, ladies."
Yeah, that's the room you want to be in. So basically, right now, like for instance, Janice, when you came in and said something you said something, then you opened up your own tab, and then I had 3 tabs going, and this could be because we're all moderators right now. So.
And that's what I was going to say, too. You think the muffle becomes because we all have our microphone
It could be.
still on.
That's a very good point. Tomorrow you know what? I'm going to turn my microphone off. And everybody but Lachelle, turn your microphone off. Let's see if that helps.
Right, and then guys, do some of the things. So if you have a question, like raise your hand or something like that, and let me see if I can try to do both at the same time. Okay, all right, that's the virtual room tools. Let's move on. I should ask if you have any questions, because I'll be reviewing this in the first slide when they first come in the room. Okay, let's discuss some other tools here. To give the teacher a smiley face, I want everyone to look to the left of their screen, and you should see some icons there that allow you to give some type of gesture. So I want everyone now to give me a smiley face. If you can hear me and you're on pace with what I'm discussing, please give me a smiley face.
We give the smiley face as well.
Okay, yeah, I was okay, cool. All right. A confused face to applaud to let the teacher know you need them to go slower or faster. All right. Indicate that you stepped away and that you'll be right back is also there. So everyone click on, it's the icon next to the smiley face. If everyone could click on that right now and just give me the away, that lets me know that you are aware of this feature and you understand how to work it.
And Lachelle, are you seeing anything different than we are in that there'll be 40 plus kids in here, and are you scrolling down and just quickly assessing, or how easy is that to scroll and see that mark all along all of those kids?
Right, that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking my little mouse here and I'm just going down just to see the red away. And if there's someone that I don't see, I'll say, hey, Allison, can you please give me that away symbol?
Okay.
And I'll try to show her. I'll say, look where I'm pointing. If you just click that, you'll give me the away sign.
Okay.
And then once I see it from everybody, I'll clear it, or Karen will, Karen will clear it, and then we'll move on. Okay.
The expression signs only stay up for a few seconds and then they do disappear, but the check marks, you have to remove them. But this is differentiation, by the way. This is a lot of differentiation, so this is very good.
The away, you have to take that away too, because it won't unless.
How do you take it away? How do you take it away? Like the student, or we do it as the moderator?
You do it. If you click that little second button in, you notice if you click it and then click it again, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. Your second icon.
I'll have them toggle between
right.
that.
Your second icon.
Wait, let's see.
Can you get that, Jen? There you go.
And then they do it here.
Right. But then you're saying that some of these disappear on their own.
Click your smiley face. Click your
mark.
smiley face. And leave it there. Okay. Don't do anything to it. Okay, just leave your smiley face. Look, I didn't do anything to my smiley face. Mine's gone already.
Okay, but the check marks, I guess I'm just asking because the check mark will stay there, and that's fine.
Yes, until we clear it.
Until the next question is asked.
Yes, until we clear it, it stays.
But I guess I didn't understand how you, as a moderator,
clear it. Okay, go ahead and everybody put a green check mark really quick.
Okay.
Okay, now above that, as the moderator, do you see it says clear? You go ahead and click it. Click clear. There you go. Yeah.
That's easy.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Lachelle, on your way, girlfriend.
All right, and we're off to the next slide, ladies. Okay. I need to pay attention because it says raise your hand. Ask a question. All right. If you have a question, let's raise your hand. So all the children today, just assume you have a question. Please raise your hand. All right. I see Karen has a question. I see Janice has a question. This is a good tool to use in case I am going through a presentation and I may be going fast. And there's something you don't understand, you raise your hand, and then I'll simply allow you to put your comment in the chat box, and then I will answer your question. Okay? All right.
All right, I have another question. I'm sorry. So we're not giving them speaking privileges as we have right now. Instead, we will recognize them and then give them the microphone, or or even just give them the right to type?
They have the right to the one thing they're going to have when they come in here is they can chat in the chat box. That's the only thing they have. Okay. When we want to give them vocals, I will open up the microphone, or we can. If you notice where it says main room, then there's some icons going from left to right across from main room 4. Yeah. That's where I can look. I just clicked it, and now nobody can talk in there who's here except for moderators. Okay? And the same thing. The ones that we'll make open are going to be the microphone and then the pencil. Those are the things that the kids can use. We don't want to put anything else because I don't want them to be able to share something off of their desktop. God knows what they'll share.
But like say, not that anyone would be trying to be rude necessarily, but say Johnny has a question, and so Lachelle says, yes, Johnny, your question. Is it truly that anyone could start talking just because her X off of the microphone opens up the microphone to everyone?
Yeah, and we don't want, when there's like 40 or 50, I would think that it would be better just to have the chat in the bottom. And that would be it, chatting in the main room and asking the questions. And then, actually, Janice, that's a really good question, because if it's an individual question, then either me or you or Kim can answer the question in the chat box while Lachelle is speaking. So Lachelle shouldn't have to address the questions in the chat box. We can address the questions in the chat box.
I think
and
that's
then
a great
Lachelle
idea.
can just focus on her talking.
Okay, and like right now, I've left on my talk so that I'm not pushing it each time as if I'm on a walkie-talkie kind of thing. Is that disruptive?
Yes.
Or is that what you all are doing?
Right now it's on, but tomorrow it will be off. I will not have my thing on because I won't be the one speaking.
Okay. And just so you know, ladies, my cell phone, you had mentioned being in contact by cell phone. I can't have it in this room in that it doesn't have a signal. It's kind of quirky. So if you need to reach me for some reason, if anything, you could just put it in the chat box or send an email.
No problem. It'll be in the moderator's chat box. So nothing that we say to each other will be in the main room chat box.
Okay.
Okay, Lachelle, keep on going. Let's see what else is going on with this.
Okay, and then I'll say, kids, if we're going to discuss now the polling feature, and you will see that option. Are you going to change that for me, Karen?
What?
Polling feature, are we going to give them A, B, C, or D?
This one's just an X.
Because I can ask them a question.
This one's just an X.
Okay, I'll say, okay, guys, here's a polling question. Who is the best collegiate football team in the nation? Florida State or the Florida Gators? If you would give me a green check for Florida State or a X for the Gators, which I'm going to say that because I don't like the Gators.
That's hilarious.
And then we'll see what we have here. And then, guys, if you could give me something, then I'll say, all right, we see Florida State is winning. Okay, and then we'll move on.
And we clear those.
Next slide. All right. Click on the A to write on the whiteboard when you're asked to do so. Everyone, if you would look here. You guys can't see my mouse, right?
No.
You can't see my
No.
Okay, but I guess you'll see it tomorrow.
Yeah. Why will we see it tomorrow?
Can you
Why
see me moving my pointer around?
Yeah.
Can you use your pointer? It's on the icons. It's this icon thing that's right next to, it's like your vertical icons. It's the second one down. It's right above your pencil on your vertical icons that are within your box. There you go.
Okay, so I'll just use that. Okay, I thought you were talking about that other thing.
So why is it that I can't do mine, or I'm sure it's something I'm doing wrong. Do I click on it once, or
yeah, you just click on it and then start doing this. You see mine going up? We should all be able to do it.
Wait, stop for a second. Wait, let me see where I am. I'm down here. Oh, there I am. I'm down at the bottom.
And you can see there's a few things, like somebody's given the finger.
Yeah, that's me.
The finger.
Or you can stick a smiley, whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay, I'll remember that one. That's
and it
cool.
keeps one. I see it. It moves it. Okay.
These are, and it's 30 slides, so I'll make sure I move on. Okay, this is, I'm seeing that. Okay, this is the participants window. To send a private chat, right-click on your name. Feature not always enabled. Your moderators can see all the chats. And students, just remember to keep your conversations very positive, because you're in a chat room where all of your comments can be viewed by not only your instructors, but all the other students in the classroom. So we want to make sure that we're always giving, appropriate feedback. You can type your questions or comments here, and please watch what you are doing. Next, look at that cute kitty cat. In a brick and mortar school, you would never do these, right? Let's check some of this out. Would you stand up and draw art on the board while the teacher is talking? I think that cat says no.
Michelle, you're going to be good at this, girl.
Pass notes in class. We've all done that, but this would not be an appropriate thing to do when your instructor is leading a lesson. So look at that dog's face. He absolutely says no. Not pay attention. We don't want to do that because we're involved in apps to prepare us for the FSA.
I hope you like the tweaks. I just tweaked it a little bit.
Get over it.
Oh, gosh.
You want to make sure you pay attention because
you might get slaughtered.
The activity at the end of the
You might get slaughtered.
I'm sorry, but
that was funny.
I got to get over these pictures. Oh, my goodness. Make fun of other students' struggles with materials. Guys, we are all different types of learners, and we should be supportive in learning. And that cat doesn't like that. All right, let's go to the next one. Refuse to who did this? I'm having
I just twerked it. I just tweaked it. I twerked it. I tweaked the slideshow a little bit, okay?
It's cool. Refuse to participate? Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Let's go to the next one. Okay, what does it look like online? Use your tools and demonstrate drawing on board.
So now we're going to open it up so the kids can draw on the board.
Okay.
And let them start figuring it out. They can go like crazy. They can do all of this. It doesn't matter.
So I'll let them know that, guys, you can use your tools now, and let's draw on the board. Now, imagine your teacher is teaching right now. Would you guys want to do that? And then
Okay, and then?
I'll have them draw something.
Okay, then what we do is I'll clear the page.
Okay. Yeah, show me how you.
I just pressed up there. If you look on the upper left, it says new page, clear page, delete page. If you have a PowerPoint slide on there, press clear page and it gets rid of everything, but it leaves your PowerPoint slide.
Where do you see that? Where is that?
Janice, go ahead and first write on the board because there's nothing on it to clear.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and write on the board. Okay, now once there's writing, look up above the board. You'll see it says new page, clear page, delete page.
Oh, I see.
So you press clear page.
And it says
yes,
you want
but
to.
if you press delete page, then we're going to lose it. Yeah, so we don't want to delete it.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Passing notes would
Very
be like
interesting.
going into your own chat box.
They're cute. What we hear you saying, look at those ears, and of course.
Get it here with big ears here.
What you're saying.
Yep.
I might even give them a joke. I have a joke for tomorrow too. I'm going to give it to you ladies really quickly. Okay, are you listening?
Yep.
Okay. If Y-E-S spells yes, what does E-Y-E-S spell?
EWS.
Eyes.
I got somebody though. Somebody who said it first.
Janice said it.
Janice said eyes.
It's eyes. Yes, it's eyes, but most people say EY.
Yeah, I did. Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right, crack you up. Okay, let's go to the next slide. let's remember to do these things. Refrain from drawing on the whiteboard or highlighting text unless you're asked to do so by your instructor. Refrain from directing chat, main room, or private during instruction. Don't type anything into the chat or contribute a comment on the microphone that makes fun of another student or teacher. Stay in the session for the entire time. If you need to run to the restroom or be off the microphone, use the away setting and let the teacher know why in the chat.
I don't know. Are we going to say going to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Seriously? Okay.
Personal break. You know, you're the only one that'll be. Well, yeah, I'll make sure I clarify that. I'll say, guys, if you are stepping away for personal reasons, just put personal break in there.
Okay.
You don't have to be specific as to what you're doing.
Okay.
Place a green check mark next to your name if you understand those rules. Everybody, let's use those fancy tools, and let's give me a green check if you understand those rules, and we can move forward. All right, I see everyone does except Lachelle. Okay, now it's time for you as a group to make your first group decision. Look at that face.
That's adorable.
This is just too much. Team name and logo. You guys know that we are the 7th and 8th grade team, and we need to come up with a team name. This name will be representative of us and everything that we do for the 2015-2016 school year. So let's go ahead. We have 3 logos to choose from. Number 1, Virtual All-Stars, and this is totally cool. Look at that star there, and it's just shooting in the air. I think that's pretty cool. If you like that, let me see a green check. You want me to say, let me see if you like this one, give me a green check.
No, actually, you know what? I'm going to change this a little bit. I can poll. I realize now that we can't do polling of number 1, 2, 3, but we can poll A, B, C. Okay, so I'm going to change this polling right now, and we're just going to have polling of A, B, C, and then I'll change that on there. This will now be an A. Does that make sense?
And Lachelle, wait till they see all 3. Give them the pictures a couple times, for that matter.
Right, and then I'll go back. I'll just say, if you like this one, just select A, and then I'll let them know you can make a change at any time. You still have 2 more to view.
I have a question.
Hold your votes to the end. Yes.
Okay.
I have a question.
Just hold them to the end? All right, okay.
I have a question real quick. Go back to that one. Does that trademark mean we can't use that?
We can erase the trademark. No problem.
Okay.
Okay, I like that legal answer.
All 3 logos have stolen trademarks, so it's fine.
Okay.
For educational purposes.
There you go. Okay, so this is A. This is going to be A. I'll change it on the PowerPoint slide.
This is A. Okay, now, so make sure you guys look at each one closely because this is your team name and this is going to represent you. This is A. All right, we're going to go to B. B says the chunky monkey.
Okay, my kid, this was done within a minute. I was trying to find something, and so I just threw, I said, what rhymes the funky monkeys? And then I found a logo online, and boom.
That is cute.
Boom, there it is.
The chunky monkeys, all right. Or C, we could be middle school marbles. Absolutely amazing. Here you have all the Avengers characters here. You even have
I may change that a little bit. I'll try before tomorrow to get rid of the white and then put a background because I already bought a shirt that says the marbles on it. So I'm hoping that this is going to be the answer because I bought actually 2 shirts.
Yeah, I think we could really, if they do like it, the whole theme could be, you know, each character a month and we highlight some of their positive characteristics.
I agree. So I'm going to try to jazz this logo up before tomorrow and like get rid of the white and stuff so it'll look more appealing.
And if it could get a little bigger, that'd be great. So I could say, you know, some of you may have the speed and swiftness of Captain America or the flying ability of
Kim, do you have a question?
Okay, Kim,
I did earlier, but I already said it.
Okay.
Okay, could you give me your choices
No,
right
go
now?
to the next slide, Lachelle. Go to the next slide.
Oh, go to the next one? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, here's a good job, Karen. Here's a final look, guys. You have the Virtual All-Stars with the A. Then you have the Chunky Monkeys.
Funky, not chunky.
What is it?
It's Funky, not chunky.
We need an apostrophe S after everyone. Everyone apostrophe S. Right, Pamela?
Seriously. What is that?
It's funky, not chunky. You can't call a bunch of middle school kids chunky.
I was wondering if you were saying chunky. It's the muted, it's your muffled voice. I couldn't tell. Thank goodness.
We need an apostrophe after everyone. Everyone apostrophe S.
Okay. I'm not doing that today.
No.
On the final one,
Sam,
we will.
You're kidding. Tell her you're kidding.
All right, use your polling feature to make your
Okay, go ahead and vote right now, guys, so you get the idea of the polling. I changed it there.
Okay.
Now students don't see other
No,
votes,
it's going to be a
right?
blind poll.
No. Okay, and Karen, will you let me know if I click over to the moderator window? Would you say, all
Wait.
right, and you know?
Hold on a minute. I'm going to stay back to that. I'm going to try to make that a blind polling. All right. Well, it should be blind.
How are you doing that? How are you doing that?
You just click it.
Maybe you can't do it because we're all moderators,
Oh, that's true. We're all moderators, so we can see everything. That totally makes
so
sense.
we can see it.
Okay.
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 I think that is cool. All right, drum roll, please. And the winner is. It's not funky.
I'll drag it on. Like, what I'll do?
Good ice cream flavor.
Go ahead, and the winner is. Go ahead and do that, and then go to the blank thing.
Okay, and the winner is.
Tell me what you're doing, Karen. If you're dragging something,
Do you
tell me
see
how
it
you're
dragged
doing
on
that,
there?
please. No.
You don't see it on there?
But tell me what you're even doing. No.
I'm doing that.
I see you, but maybe mine's taking a second to get on there.
Now it's there. How
Do you
did
see
do
it?
that? I did for a second.
Oh, you took it off. I'm putting it back on now.
I'm sorry.
Tell me when you see it. Come
How
on.
are you
And the
doing?
winner
Tell me when you see it. Is it on there?
Not yet.
Now.
Beautiful marbles.
Okay, so I'm looking at a 10-second delay by the time I put it on and you saw it, just so you know.
Well, I can make plenty of hee-haw jokes because I'm a big girl and I can go brrrr until I'm out of breath.
Great.
So we'll get that part done.
Did you
It is like a delay, but that's cool.
So can I ask, I'm sorry, can I ask how you did
do
that?
for me, right?
Yes, I just dragged it on. It was on. I had it on my desktop, and then I just dragged it from my desktop right on there. I just drag it on, and there it is.
Okay. All right.
So,
and then I would say that is the
Can
winner.
I drag something on from my
Yes, you can.
desktop?
Yes, you can.
Let me just, I want to just try one, maybe.
Excuse me.
I'll try it later, I'll spare you. Okay, I'm just trying to learn how the things work. Okay.
And also, ladies, tomorrow, remember I know that they want us now to at least show our faces. So when I'm doing the introduction of everybody, if you could briefly make sure you're, clothed and robed, that you can show your face. You know, and then maybe say, hey, personalize your good morning to them or whatever. And then I'm not going to show my face the whole time. I'm just going to say, hey, I'm Mrs. Shields.
That sounds great.
Blah, blah, blah.
I just did that. Sorry, I just put that there. Now I will.
No, I didn't even see it come up yet, Janice. If you put something up there, I didn't even see it come up yet.
I did. Here it comes. Okay.
It's about 10 seconds, maybe 15.
What is that? The BBS Rocks? Who put that up there? I think
I put the
There it
bowling.
is. Great idea.
Well, it's just, okay, so just so I know how to do it.
Okay, now
yeah,
you notice
right.
it's big, okay? So what you can do is you can grab that, take it to the corner, make it smaller, and adjust it. You adjust it by hitting the corner, Janice. Okay, I just adjusted it for you. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you can adjust the
That
picture.
looks cool. Okay,
Great.
and will this be on at the very end? Because I also would like a slide that shows the next upcoming app session.
That's a good idea.
So we would need that at the end. the Brevard virtual bowling. Does somebody else want to do the bowling, or do you want me to continue to do it?
What do you mean continue to do it?
Because I know Kim's going to come on and she's going to have a beach slide, you know, to show the beach cleanup. And then, and Kim, when is the beach cleanup?
Next Saturday.
It is this Saturday, the 19th, September 19th.
Is that tied to one of your lessons?
Yeah, it's tied to civics for the service learning project that they have to do, so I just figured I would do one this semester and one next semester, and they can come with or not.
Okay, I have something to share that just came hot off the press, and it should show up in a moment, and it has to do with the, I don't know why it didn't come up. Let me get it there. I want to put it there so you have it, in fact. It is having to do with the, there it is. It'll come up in a second. The school newspaper, and so I had just written to Lori Patillo when we were talking about what else that we could say, and even though this was due Monday, today, she said it'd be fine for us to still advertise for tomorrow as the last possible day, so I'd be happy to talk about this if this could be one of the slides.
There it is. I just made it.
That would be good.
Okay.
Sounds good. I just took a screenshot of it so we can add that in at the end.
Okay, and I have another thought that might be totally off, but it sounds like people, as of 9 o'clock, 9:15, they're coming in, and Lachelle is making sure they're set up with their technology, and then they're either stepping away, or I just wonder if it's worth it to have breakout sessions at that point once they've established that. If they would like to go speak to Janice
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a great. Okay,
if they have
that's a great idea, Janice. So what I'll do is I get what you're saying, and I'll make a breakout room for you. I'm making a note for that, and so after we put this, if they want to stay at the end, everybody will be leaving, and we can have them here, and then I'll just put them all into a breakout room, a newspaper breakout room.
Okay. And you said, and I'm fine with that, but you had said at the end, I'm just curious what they do when they're, unless they need to be instructed of this, when they've come in at 9 o'clock and they've gotten the okay from Lachelle that they're good to go. What do they usually do?
Nothing.
They sit and talk to each other in the chat box.
Oh, wait, I just threw her in a breakout room. Janice, are you there? Janice?
Was I just talking to
I am
no
so
one?
sorry. I created a breakout room, but I threw you in your own room by mistake. I apologize.
So I don't know where I left off. Stop me if you already heard this. So you had suggested that occurred at the end, which I think is perfect, but I'm also wondering if the time between 9 o'clock when kids start coming on and 10 o'clock, once they've been okayed with Lachelle, you know, we kind of know that we're on and we're ready and we can go then get our breakfast or whatever and come back to the staff meeting or whatnot. Will the kids be advised to just go ahead and continue working on their homework? Or I was wondering at that point, is it that, because I'm comfortable with it, I would think that maybe you and Kim would be as well, that kids could come into our break room and ask any general questions. Not that it has to be a slideshow or anything in particular, but that we're available in terms of just questions. And I can talk about anything without problem. There's always something to say. So didn't know if that was
would it be related to coursework? Because that may open up a whole nother can of time. No,
I don't think we should do that. We should do that because
we want to keep it within this hour or less, and then we want to, you know, and I even thought about it. I was like, well, should we have them do a learning reflection? Well, they're kind of learning this time through the different tools by showing us that you can do this and do that, and then we'll just leave it at that. Now, come October, we'll do a running, you know, complete FSA. They should be very informed on how to work this program. Some of them are pretty familiar with it, but they may have not had it since the summer or so. So
would you be saying, Lachelle, you are all set with your ability to be involved at our 10 o'clock meeting? You are welcome to leave this up as such and continue your work, or go get
I'll ask them if they have any questions, if they would type their questions in the chat box, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions they may have. Don't forget, the bowling is on September 25th. Don't forget about the school newspaper, and don't forget about Dr. Rogers' awesome beach cleanup this weekend. If you don't have any further questions, then you are free to go.
If anybody wants to go into a newspaper room with Janice at the end, they can. Everybody, almost like if you're free, if you have no more questions, then you're free to go. But if you want to go in and talk to Mrs. Cheshire, just raise your hand, and they could be put in there. You might only get one or two kids.
You can move them there.
And we have a newspaper room set up. What do you think of that?
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. And then Janice, that's your thing. Now, here, I want you to practice then, if that's the case, moving people into rooms. Okay? So to move a person into a room, okay, you're going to see their name, and then you'll see the first icon, and it says, and if you look at it, it says Open Participants Option. Okay, you click on that first icon, okay, and then you go 1, 2, 3 blocks down, and it says Send to a Breakout Room. Okay, then another window will open up, and you'll have a choice between the main room, the newspaper room, the tech room, and don't touch New Private Breakout Room because that would be creating a new one. So your choices are the newspaper and the other one, the tech room. Okay?
Okay.
Lachelle, Janice, you want to throw me into the newspaper room? It looks like Kim put herself in there. So, Janice, if you're going to move me.
No, I think I did.
Janice, you can click on my name and then move me into the room. Janice, are you there? Janice, you have to press the talk microphone all over again.
Okay, so now it says just a room, but this is
You're in the newspaper room. Now, go ahead and put me back into the main room. Click my name and put me back. Hi, Lachelle.
Hey,
I'm
you're
back.
back.
She's going to try. What happens is when you go into a breakout room, your microphone gets turned off. So you have to actually repress talk. So I can see Kim's microphone is not on.
So do we want to just send them back?
Yeah, let's bring them back. You grab Janice, I'll grab Kim.
Okay. All right. Welcome back, Kim. Janice.
Welcome back.
Watch your back. Watch your back to life.
Are there any questions with that?
So you're going to put on here, after we do the winner, on the show, then you're going to put, that's the winner, and then the newspaper will be on there, and then we're going to wrap it up with
that's correct.
Chris. That'll be on there, and then Kim's going to send a slide for the thing, and then I'll say this concludes our app session. Okay, Kim, do you want to speak for your own session, and Janice, do you want to speak for your own session, or do you want me to continue to do it?
I'll speak for my own session just because I want them to know that if they do show up that they, get credit for their service learning project and collaboration, or for the history students, there's a collaboration that goes along with it, so they know that.
Likewise for me, there's a component where they can get enrichment points.
Okay, so I'll let the ladies talk for their own. And also we need to, I didn't think about this, we need to put a slide for Open Lab. We'll be at Open Lab on the, the 22nd. So we need to make sure there's a slide for that, and that it does not say, that it does say this is not mandatory, but your 7th and 8th grade team teachers will be at Clear Lake Educational Center on September 22nd. Now, is this an all-day thing, too? Because I thought it was just like from 9:30 to 12.
It is all day, 9 to 3:30, and that is the one, ladies, where I have already switched out with Lori and attended hers.
Okay.
So just so you know, Lori Patillo will be there, and of course she is English trained.
Okay.
I've got an English degree, but anyway.
Oh, that is true. Kim, that is true. You are there too. So between the two of you, if the students have questions for that.
Yeah, and the other thing, I guess, Lachelle, the reason that it's so long now instead of shorter is because we only do it once a month instead of twice a month.
Okay, right. And then I guess I don't need to say anything about SOS. What do you think?
No.
No, because it's only people that are invited. They only have a certain number of seats for those kids.
Okay.
Are you saying we have to be there all day at the open lab?
I was confused too.
Yeah, open lab is all day, but SOS is only for a couple of
I thought
hours.
we had shifts.
I don't have my calendar.
You don't have shifts then in the all-day lab?
No.
Okay.
I was confused because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, well, I did it from 9:30 to 11. No, it's 9:30. Well, it's not even 9:30. It's 9 to 3.
Oh.
It's 9 to 3:30. 9 to 3:30, ladies.
3:30.
Okay. Well, are there any questions?
Yeah, real quick. This morning, now I have sent out 2 different emails for the kids, reminding them of apps. And I told you all that Xavier Barnes, there's a death in the family, so he's not able to come. So I still don't know what happens if they don't show up since it's mandatory, so we still need to find out. I know they're allowed 1 unexcused absence, and then I guess if they get more than 1, then we just take it to Heather or Debbie King. So can't forget about that. The other thing, I called my 9 or 10 kids this morning, and I only got 2 that I actually spoke to about apps. The rest I just had to leave voice messages. That one of the parents, I believe...
We have a student join the session. Malachi, are you on here for a specific reason? Are you trying to speak with one of your instructors?
Malachi has an 11 o'clock with me. Malachi has an 11 o'clock with me.
All right, well, we're going to put him in. Let's put him in the breakout room.
Yes.
And we'll come back and get him in just a second.
Yes, because...
Okay, I sent him to the newspaper breakout room. All right, well, we're pretty much...
There's just one more thing, and I know we're going to have questions about this, especially for kids that have done apps before, because Barbara Bernal's mom this morning wanted to know if they had an assignment that they had to do. You know how usually there's something that they have to do to turn in that Sue did last year. She had them submit something for the apps. So do we need to just say today's apps, there's no assignment due?
I have a suggestion for that. We could have them, when my daughter goes into sessions with FLVS, what she has to do is save the presentation to a PDF file. And the way you would do that is you go up to the top, you're in here in Blackboard, you go File, up on the top left corner, and then you press Save. Okay, and let me see, File, Save. And then you can save the whiteboard. And then it says Select Current Pages, and we can have them save the very last page. And then you go through selected pages, and you can just pick the or the winning page. So pick the winning page. And then press OK and save it. What do you think?
Well,
how would we have them do the assignment?
What was that?
How would we
want them to do that for?
I don't know. We don't have to. Let's give them a pass today. Let's just give them a pass and say, there it is.
Yeah, they just need to know they don't have to do anything because they're going to have questions about that, or parents are going to call and say, what are they supposed to turn in?
I agree.
Maybe they can turn in senior teachers. Maybe I could say, oh shoot, we all have the same kids.
They don't. this,
maybe, you know what, put the champions list up at the end, and then we can say these students who are under these teachers' names, send them a reflection of what you learned today.
I don't want to see a reflection.
I don't either. I think
I have
it's
like
fine
60
because
things to grade today, so I just don't have the time to be looking at a
And
reflection.
you have Malachi waiting because it's 11 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, I
Thanks,
think we'll be
Karen.
So Karen, you'll add all that stuff, and I'll be there.
Sounds great.
With you. All right, ladies.
All right, take care.
All right. Yeah. Thanks,
Bye.
Karen. Bye.